Parkour! Parkour!
Nu, nu, nu! Uau!
Girl, stop stressing. Are you on your fire alarm or something? Listen, this place is crazy junky. All you gotta do is be like.
Hello, hi guys, hello, hi. I drank mom's coffee again and mom's coffee is very, 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 very strong and I feel like I can conquer the world and catch all the squirrels. White chocolate mocha is the shit and makes me feel very, very.
Una coca, por favor. Aí, né? Oh, não tem.
Oh, la polizia, no, porco Dio, no.
Oh, hello. Fuck. Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story which is called Whisper in the Dark. When Claire bought the old house on Hollow Creek Road, she was looking for solitude. After years of living in the noise and chaos of the city, she needed a quiet place to write her first novel. The real estate agent warned her that the house had been empty for over a decade and was rumored to be haunted. Claire laughed it off. "Ghosts don't pay rent," she said. The house was beautiful, though worn, tall windows, wooden floors, and a backyard that opened into a dense forest. The first few days were peaceful. Claire unpacked, made tea, and began outlining her book. Then the whispers started. At first, she thought it was the wind, but the sound came from inside the house, soft voices, like someone murmuring just beyond the walls. She would pause her writing and listen. Nothing. But when she turned her back, the whispering would begin again. By the fourth night, Claire was barely sleeping. Footsteps echoed down the hallway, though she lived alone. Doors opened and shut on their own. Lights flickered even when she changed the bulbs. Cold spots followed her from room to room. Then she heard the bark. It was faint, distant, like a dog crying out from the forest. The next morning, while walking near the edge of the woods, Claire found paw prints in the mud. They were large, too large for a normal dog, and they led from the trees to the back porch. But there was no dog in sight. That night, the whispering grew louder. Claire sat up in bed, clutching her blanket, when a loud bang echoed from the kitchen. She crept downstairs with a flashlight and found the back door wide open, though she had locked it. Something had come in. Then she saw him. A dog stood in the hallway, huge, black, with glowing amber eyes. He stared at her silently, then turned and walked deeper into the house. Claire froze. She should have felt terrified, but instead, she felt calm. "Wait," she whispered. "Who are you?" The dog paused, then sat and looked back at her. She stepped forward. He let her come close. His fur was thick and dusty, as though he hadn't been touched in years. Around his neck was a cracked leather collar. The name tag read, Ash. Claire knelt down. "Where did you come from?" Ash licked her hand, then barked once and walked into the living room. She followed him and gasped. Scrawled on the wall in what looked like ash or soot were words, "Don't trust the whispers." She backed away in shock. When she turned around, the dog was gone. The next day, she drove into town and asked around. No one knew of any dog named Ash, but an old librarian remembered something. "There was a fire here," she said. 20 years ago, a boy died in that house. They say he was trying to save his dog, but neither made it out. Claire's stomach dropped. What was the dog's name? The librarian thought for a moment. "I believe it was Ash." That night, the house came alive with noise. The whispers turned into screams. Objects flew across the room. The air was so cold, Claire could see her breath. She ran to her room and locked the door. In the corner, curled up on the rug, was Ash. He raised his head and stared at her. Then he stood, walked to the door, and growled, low and deep. The lights flickered. A shadow pressed against the other side of the door, something tall and inhuman. Ash growled louder. The door shook violently, as though something was trying to claw its way in. Then Ash barked. Once, loud and commanding. The shaking stopped. Claire slowly opened the door. The hallway was empty, but the walls were covered in black handprints, like soot left behind from a fire. Ash walked to the center of the hallway and sat. He looked up at the ceiling, then barked again. A small panel above him creaked open. An attic? Claire climbed up and found an old, charred journal. Its pages were half-burned, but one entry remained legible. "If anyone finds this, please protect Ash. He saved me once. He'll save you too. He's more than just a dog. He's a guardian." Tears welled in her eyes. Ash had been trying to protect her all along. That night, the house was calm. No whispers. No footsteps. Just silence. Claire slept peacefully for the first time in days, with Ash curled beside her bed. From that point on, the strange happenings stopped. Whenever something seemed off, a creaking floorboard, a flickering light, Ash was there, watching, guarding. He never left her side. Months passed. Claire finished her novel, dedicating it to Ash, my silent guardian. When the first copy arrived in the mail, she sat on the porch with a blanket and a cup of tea. Ash rested at her feet. You did it, she said. You protected me. Maybe you protected others, too. Ash looked up at her and wagged his tail once. The next morning, he was gone. She searched the house, the woods, the roads, everywhere. But he had vanished, just as silently as he had come. All that remained was his old collar, resting neatly on the rug in her room. Claire cried, but she wasn't afraid. She knew where he had gone. Ash wasn't just a ghost. He was a guardian. And somewhere out there, someone else would need him. If you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It will really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then just skip it and don't forget to check out our other videos. Thank you very much and goodbye.